Hey, hello! In this video I'm going to talk about some well-meant advices gone wrong, and I'm probably going to make several of these videos because I've got a lot of advices since I started writing which were very well meant by people who really wanted me to succeed, but those advices backfired some way along the way. So let me talk about that, and maybe you'll learn something from them so you don't fall in the same pitfall as I did. One of them was taking a pen name. When I started writing, a lot of people told me I should take a pen name, and there were some things that pen name should have, like it should be English and it should be gender neutral or male, preferably male. And the reason for that was that when I started writing more than 10 years ago, there weren't a lot of Dutch fantasy writers. And there was this prejudice that only English people could write good fantasy. So in order to succeed in being a successful writer, I should use an English pen name. But it didn't say with that. I also should have taken a male name, because the second prejudice, women can't write fantasy. And I thought about it. I was thinking, should I take a pseudonym or not, and what should it be? And when I got translated into English, the same question arose. But I figured, no, I'm very proud of what I'm doing, so I'm going to stick with my real name. And also, I do a lot of promotions in real life at festivals and cons, so that would be a bit weird when I was like, this is my book, but it's written by this English male. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, but it's me. So that wouldn't work, so I stick with my own name. But it was only until recently that I understood what this advice also meant to me, because it kind of said to me, like, you're not good enough, you're not the way you are, you're never going to be able to succeed. You should change who you are. You should hide who you are, and well, that somehow in my back of my mind that sticks. And I've been working really hard to silence these critic voices and these critics who say that Dutch people can't write and Dutch women can't write fantasy at all. And that might sound like a good thing, that you're determined to prove them wrong. And in a way it is, but it's also, in a way, for me it wasn't, because I felt like I started writing for them instead of for me, to write the stories that they wanted to read instead of the stories I wanted to write. That didn't work out, by the way. I never was able to write something else that what I wanted to write, but that also made me always feel like my stories weren't good enough. And now that I know how this works, I am back to writing what I want to write, and I have found my pleasure again, and I'm sure my books are better because of that. But it took me like maybe 8 years or so before I figured this out. And that's a horrible place to be as a writer or as a creative person. So my advice to you is, if people give you advice, as I am doing now, but think about what it says and what it does to you. And this was really a well-meant advice. These people wanted me to succeed in my writing, so they didn't want to put me down, but I put myself down because I changed the message they were sending to me. And it is also a warning for people who give other people advice, this video, because your words can mean several things, and sometimes they do harm in a way you don't see. So, well, in this case, if you want to take a pen name and you have got reasons for it, do it. But never take a pen name because people tell you that you're not good enough the way you are. Then just Be proud of what you do and write under your own name. I hope I made you think about some things in this video, and I'll see you next time again. Bye bye!